So I'm going to reset, and I'm going to keep that in mind. I was slightly sub 25, but I would lose time in the last half of the game. It's hard not to. Those are really difficult stages generally. Um, Still could have PB'd potentially, but I really want to put the pressure on the first half of the game before stage 5, because once you hit stage 5, I mean, you're locked in for so long. So I was slightly sub 25. That means if I get it again, maybe I'll play it out. Um, or if I get, let me check a few things here. Good. If I get lower, I know that, okay, at least it's better than last time. Yeah, let's do it. So I think my first stage was plus 4 or something. My second was like plus 34, I don't know. But my PB does include the glitch, so it shouldn't be 30 seconds, but oops, boy, I got lucky there. I'm still not playing it top, but maybe I can improve this time at least. Okay. Alright. So I think I got a decent kill on the boss, so if we don't replicate that, which is interesting, if I play the level better, but our boss kill's not very good, you know, it might just even out or be worse, in fact. So there's a lot of moving parts here. But I don't think I'll be quitting on the first level unless it's pretty bad, you know what I mean? Like I said, I would rather keep... Look at that. I thought maybe I should do something, but oh well. It's not the end of the world just yet. Because a lot of the stuff here, if I play even decently, shouldn't be a threat to me. Okay, yeah. Now it's up to the boss fight. Not a bad level. Not perfect, but pretty good. Now that boss is weak, and the red face, if memory serves, is not my friend, so... it's gonna be like plus 5 or 6, I bet. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll just go. The second one last time was plus 30 something. I mean, if we can, you know, get it lower than that, then who knows. So let's just try to play very, very well here. Oh god, speaking of playing well, oh my god, I forgot that one even broke, because that never happens. Awesome. So, oof, yeah, hit me more, hurt me more. Lovely, almost got me right in the foot too. Maybe we can pull this off at least. There we go. A very simple trick these days, but I still failed last time. Oh my god. We're about the same. We're about on the same pace. Not a good thing, but it's a thing for sure. Oh, look at that. That was potentially a time save, but it does depend on if I can bop this guy. And that's never a given. Nope. So, I'm gonna try this a few times, to be honest. We're so far behind anyway. It's not like I'm gonna lose my awesome run. Oh no! I did fail though. Oh man, I shouldn't even continue here. Well, let's do it. Just for a second. Just so I don't have to restart over and over and over. Okay, that was a good sub-boss kill though. That was like a really good one. I mean, we're gonna be plus 30 something again for sure, but because I tried the sub-boss skip, but you know, that's okay. Okay. You monkey. Don't do that. There we go. Oh, of course. Yeah, maybe even plus 40. I don't know that we'll quite be plus 40 though. Okay. Not good, but if we can pull off a good 3. It's hard though, because these are my best times I've ever done. Meaning that I could have practiced them, you know, if I wanted to, 50 times in a row. So how do you beat that live consistently? Well, you don't. That's the answer. So I'm looking at reds often. Doesn't really bother me. I just think, like, in terms of losing the least I can, basically. I would rather look at my best times than look at my PB. It's like, what does my PB even mean to me? You know, it should be me competing with my best self. My opinion. A lot of people compete with PB because I guess it's too depressing to look at their best self, which I get, but I still want to do it for myself. Oh god, look at that though. Okay, what a fun time. Okay, so no, we're not going to save any time here. But it's going to take him 10 seconds to die, which is awesome. How did I not even hit you? I mean, you're right there, right? There you go. No, you're going the other way. Okay. Gotcha. What? How am I? It's so funny. I'm right there. You don't see me? Gotcha. Nah. No, not good. Even worse than last time. Very impressive. I still don't regret doing the sub-boss skipped attempts. If it had worked, it would have been worth it for sure. And if not, I don't mind playing these acts. They're very fast, even if you do badly like I am right now. It's still pretty fast. It's really the 5 that's terrible. I just can't believe how long this stage is as a speedrunner. As a casual player, stage 5 probably, like, it's hard, but it probably fits in pretty well with your time. You're like, okay. But as a speedrunner, as you get better and better, stage 5 just gets longer and longer. Getting tired of being hit by that guy. Let's try something here. Look at that. Very lucky. I don't even know what happened, but I don't know if it's ring or if there's a certain way to make that happen every time. If I ever find that out, rest assured my PB attempts will be much better overall. Because killing him in like 5 seconds versus 15 seconds, you know, kind of a difference, right? Look at my health too. I'm not at death's door from fighting that guy. And there's even another one of them. I don't know what happened there. Should probably look at a new controller or a new setup. Wow, that was a delayed jump. I didn't even press jump. I pressed like right. It was almost like it finally recognized my previous jump, which is a bit ridiculous. That's almost impossible, but I don't know. I've seen it happen once before, so maybe. Whoops, I should have done a dive like this. This time is not so spicy. Okay. Yeah. One more, I think. Come on. Gotcha. Not phenomenal, but not phenomenal. Let's just leave it at that, I guess. Please attack me. No. You're not gonna... Dude, come on. Yes. Continue. Do it like 100 more times. Well, I mean, sure, do it right here, I guess, but... Okay. Well, as long as he splits at some point. Are you ever gonna split, bro? Jesus, he waited on the split, or I could have had a much better chance. He could have split 5 seconds earlier for me. My god. Okay, this looks like basically the same as last time. Maybe slightly faster. I might go ahead and run it. I like the game, so I'm willing to suffer through stage 5 just to keep things going. That's not a good outlook at all, but I'll try it. Shuriken are different speed here on this level, I have found. Strange, but I believe it's true. When they chase you, they actually catch you. If you'll notice in other stages, sometimes if they throw... Oh, it's not a shuriken, I think it's a knife. I'll have to check again. But if they throw a knife, I think it doesn't catch you. It just chases you and never gets to you. In this stage, they always catch you. It's very odd. I think there's another stage like that where they catch you and then another one or two where they don't, so I'm not sure what's up. Okay. Please jump, work. Pretty critical here. Stage 5 is, like I said, you can't gain or really lose a lot of time outside of death, of course. You just sort of exist. Especially as a speedrunner, you shouldn't be dying here almost ever, unless you fall asleep at the wheel. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's easy to do. I've been through this so many times that I'm not super into it right now, but that's why normally, if I'm this bad off on time, I'm not going to stick it out, but I don't know. I just feel like playing the game for some reason instead of restarting. Maybe I'll just do some casual PB attempts. Because I mean, plus 37, glitch included, is just not so good. And plus 6 isn't good either in the first act. That's cool. It's still not impossible I could PB, but I mean, the last half of the game is potentially pretty challenging. So the first half is nothing in comparison, at least in terms of, so I'd say, objective difficulty, mostly because of platforming. There's a lot more deadly platforming after stage 4. A lot more. Kind of a weird glitch there. There's usually a cart full of explosive experts, or grenadiers, whatever you want to call them. But if you jump at a certain point, they don't even show up. You can hear the explosions, but where were they? Usually when I jump, they're there, but they don't hit me. I used to jump really high and try to do this or that and throw shuriken. Then I found out I could just jump over their first bombs and stab them, so I'll do that instead. Like, I used to be much faster here. Actually, as an amateur, I would move much more quickly when fighting all these guys. And now I don't, because I'm just not interested. I would be much more sluggish to turn left and right to fight. Because I'm like, can we just be done? Though. Alright, so this is about a 4-minute elevator ride, I think. Maybe 5, 4.5, I don't know. It's a long time. The only thing I could say is practice your moves. I tend to practice movements for the last boss, roughly movements. It's not perfect, but it's that sort of same attack. It's hard to explain. It's like a little side attack. You can see it. And I sometimes try to jump out and then back toward that same spot. Because with the final boss, if you want to get a quick kill, that's how I do it. Some other people do it slightly differently, but it's the same idea. Where you basically trap him in a loop where he's constantly trying to hit you and just can't quite reach you. But he keeps trying because he's like, he knows, the AI knows, like, he's close. But once you've practiced a lot, generally you can keep him locked in that pattern until he dies. It can be a very fast boss fight. But he can escape sometimes. He does some little funny things. You'll be like, okay, wait a minute, how did he get out of that? But he will. It happens. This is another place I don't try to avoid all damage so much as I try to practice certain techniques that will help me for later stages, because it's the only way to keep my sanity. This is the stage that would make me not recommend people speedrun this. If this stage didn't exist, I would absolutely recommend it, but I think it would be more popular as well to speedrun. Could be wrong, but my PB includes a very good boss fight. I mean, like, super good. So that's one thing that kind of scares me, is if I have a bad time like I do now, and it could get worse. Going into that boss fight, I mean, I've got to nail it. Like, I've got to really, really nail it. And depending on what he does, you know, I'm almost always going to lose time there. And the last level as well, because my PB might include a stupid death. Not the worst you could do in terms of time consumption, but yeah, stupid death. So, okay. But the boss fight itself is pretty ace. I think I killed the last boss in, my god, like 15-20 seconds. So, not a lot of leeway there. So in here, some people just sort of dance around. I do recommend, you know, once you've played a bit and you're just sort of wasting your time here, really practicing certain techniques you know you'll use later. You know, make sure health's pretty good, but it's not my top priority in here. I'm still practicing the final boss. When I do a jump like this, I tend to be practicing the Act 6 boss. I find that doing head attacks works pretty well on him. There's probably a faster way, but like I said earlier, this run is not super optimized. This is not Ninja Gaiden, you know what I mean? Ninja Gaiden 1, I should say, specifically, maybe 2. I think 3, maybe the top run is pretty good, but there's a lot of runs probably in the top 10 that are kind of weak, just because 3 is not as popular. But like this is just really, people don't really play this one. I don't know if they don't like it or they just don't know about it. Because it's Sega Saturn, and we all know that one didn't do super well. I like it. I've started to play it a bit more this year, and yeah, there's several games I really enjoy on there. I'm eager to play more at some point. I don't know when I'll stop this grind, but I do feel like I'm at a point where I still need to get like a better run, because of, if you look at my best possible time, it's just so much higher. It's so much better than my PB, I should say. See, plus 1 second, that's not bad, that's expected. Stage 5 at least doesn't ruin your day. It's not a bunch of ring or anything. That's one good thing in its favor. Now let's do 6. This may ruin the run for me. This is a tough one. I've had a lot of good luck here. You know, different runs I've done very, very well, but it doesn't mean it's not hard. That's the trick of it. You definitely don't want to underestimate stage 6. Anything can go wrong at any time. There's loads of ways to fall. I thought I was going to fall there. I kind of did. But that's a good recovery, so that alone will not ruin the run, for sure not. Oof. That would have, perhaps. And any of these snakes hitting me would be tremendously bad. I'm telling you, this level, once you get past stage 5, it's like, okay, these are the real levels. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of instances of I could die right here, right now, instantly, that we're dealing with. And worse is I have Bishamon. Well, if I get hit too much, I don't keep Bishamon. But, of course, I want to. It gives me a lot of power. And if I can get to the boss with it, then that is good. Ooh, oh god. I'm so lucky there was an extra vine there. That about ended me in the run. I gotta watch out for those knives, those snakes, really everything. Everything in this level wants to kill you, and not kill you slowly, either. It's, just really drop you right in a hole, and that's the end of you. So definitely not my best run of the level, but not super bad either. Oops, oops. Uh-oh. Oof, I am playing it. I'm playing with fire here. Ooh, that was close. Oh man, we're in a bad spot time-wise. I mean, that wasn't really like a terrible Act 6. Boss fight could have been sharper, stage could have been sharper, but the reality is that wasn't too bad. It's just that starting as far behind as I was on stage 4 or 5, like I'm gonna have to book it in 7, and 7's very dangerous as well, by the way. I'm gonna try to book it but not be super dangerous. Maybe I can finish a run that's not quite a PB, but you know, isn't terrible. But this is a very dangerous stage too. Like I said, I wasn't joking around when I said that the game gets harder. Oof, that was bad. If you get hit in the air with a shuriken or a knife when you're right above the water, you die, and that's it, and the run's probably over. So, no pressure. No pressure. Oh god. Ooh, this part I always slow down. This is like my, I don't know if I need to slow down, but I always do there. I just want to take it kind of easy. It's like a half-second breather, which sounds silly, but oops, look at that. If you take that knife in the air, you will ruin everything. So sometimes I'll jump extra there in case I need to flip off the edge if I've done a bad jump. So, ooh, like that. I don't know. I barely made that one. Ouch. I don't know if I need the health. I might. Okay, so it's not going super well. It's not going super badly. That's the problem. Losing 10 seconds is easy, even if you play pretty well. At least, again, for me, I have a good PB, so I may have to try to not stop for health. Not because it's not a good idea to have it, but because I'm gonna fall behind my PB way too much soon. Go ahead and try. Uh-oh, that was dangerous. I almost ruined that. It could be ruined. Let's see. I can't take almost any hits before losing Bishamon, and that's not good. Okay. I mean, if I'm skilled enough, of course I don't need to worry about it, but it's very easy to mess up in this game. Very, very easy. In fact, that was a problem. It's not the end of the world, but it was a problem. Oh, look at that. Look at him. What is he doing? Bro! Oh my god, what was going on there? Oh boy, I got him, but ugly as could be. Wow. You never want to be in a position where you need to gold one or more stages at the end of the game. But at this point, unless I just bomb it, I need to go ahead and push through and finish the game. I don't think anybody's watching, but if they are, it might be nice to see a full run, even if it's not a great run. Because it is not going to be. I mean, there's almost no chance it'll be a PB. My best times are just too good for me. You know, obviously there's someone out there who can beat them, but they're my best for a reason. So, and putting myself in a position where I need to beat my very best in order to have a chance, and I always get by that bird. That's clearly going to help me gold. I'm sure in my gold I did not get hit by the bird, so lovely. That's too much pressure. Maybe I can just try to finish strong instead of finishing. Oh god, you little birds. Oh my god, man, come on. Please no. I need to fix that first part where I get hit by birds. There's got to be a solution. Clearly I don't have it, but it's got to be there. Okay, I'm going to grab a health here. Horrible for time, but pretty good for not being dead. So we'll go for the not being dead stuff this time. If we can. This is a hard part. Easy to die here, and in a way that would make you very angry as well. Just so you know. The anger part is what I think of this one as. If there's a rage stage for this game, for me it's this one. Opinions may vary. Actually, not too bad of a stage. We're still gonna fall behind, but you know, like that's. Eat this, bro. Haha, you showed me, huh? You don't like the way I play? Rock on the head. Good boss fight, actually. We're gonna lose time, but you know, that's inevitable because some of these bosses, when they die, it's like 37 seconds until they finally fall over. You know what I mean? God. Yeah, that's brutal. My God. We could try, man. It's still not impossible to PB, so it's pretty close. It's pretty close to impossible for me. Without some risky stuff, and I don't feel like doing risky. I'd rather just like I said, get a pretty good run in rather than trying some risky stuff and just blowing the run and resetting. I just don't feel like it. Again, it might work, but I should be in a position where I don't need to do like crazy risky stuff, you know, just to get a 3-second PB or something. It's like, what's the point? So I'm gonna try not to reset here, but I can get a little upset in this stage, depending on how things go. It can upset me a little bit. It's not a very nice stage. I don't like the design. Uh-oh. I'm lucky it was there that I messed up. You do not want to mess up like that, like here. That's a disaster. It's hard to explain quickly as I'm playing, but trust me. Certain areas you can mess up and you're okay. Others, not so much. That's all relative, of course. This is a hard stage, but there are some parts of the stage that are harder than others. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a hit. I always take a hit there, which is lovely. That must be fun to navigate on like medium or hard. This is on easy. Doesn't really change the difficulty of the stage much. Just because those are instant deaths, those little nuke subs going by. Instant death. Which for me, oof, that was close. I almost took instant death, I'll tell you that. For me, having a game set to easy and having instant death constantly coming at you feels like bad design. I love the game, but that's weak sauce. Like you really, that's not reasonable. You should be doing, I mean, at most 75% damage. You know, at most. And on easy, I don't know, maybe 75 is okay, just because it is the last level, but it's still like a hard place to die, you know? It's like, come on. And if you're not good with your jumps, you're going to die a ton. Really unfortunate stuff. Wow, believe it or not, that's a world record.